Yeah. So just in case, if halfway through I need to check my SMS, I'm so sorry, Galvin, Wang Kang, Raymond, and Mian, because this afternoon my father-in-law just admitted to A&E, diagnosed of some tumor in the intestine. Yeah. So now he's in the hospital. My wife was there. So actually I intending to go there, but she told me to continue for my lesson. So in case I'm waiting for SMS or talk to her, it's a major operation. Okay, so sorry about that. Anyway, today, thanks to Raymond for your homework and Wang Kang for your homework. So we will go through the lesson first, then the last part we'll go through your homework. Okay, so Raymond, I mark your homework already. Well done. Handwriting you know Raymond, sorry. That's the downfall of the Raymond Mail Empire. Kevin, where is your homework? Ayo, wait until my neck like giraffe already so long. Okay, all right. So since all of you are here, I'm intending to have a face-to-face next month, somewhere on the 26th or 27th of August, which is Saturday or Sunday, whereby same will be the second round of the full SS paper. Okay, then I'm going to spot for you all. So same thing, the same place, Raymond, where the Glassroot Club. Okay, right. Then after marking the paper, somewhere in September, I might doing a one face-to-face just only for your class. The rest don't have, only the SS student. So if let's say for whatever reason you cannot come together as a group, then please book me in advance. Like Gavin, you know, like your brother like that, that day book me on the class, and after finish, you got a nice ice cream home. Okay, so if you all want to see me after that, well, be it English or literature or history or English, any subject except math, you know I'm going to kill you. Okay, so yeah, sis. No, you got history, you got English, you got geography. Okay, geography, I still can give you contextual knowledge, but not the full exam paper. And then, of course, the literature, my favorite subject as well. So if you need, ask me. But then if you are... Okay, thank you, Mian. Yeah. If you want to say into the whole group, don't just send to me, okay? I feel very offensive at times. Okay. Anyway, I can take your jokes. So大人不计小人过. Okay. So just like to inform you, so the next round will be in somewhere August, Saturday or Sunday, full paper. Then after mark your paper, then on September, that 1 week September holiday, you will come back again, and that might be the third and final one. But of course, after that, please inform your parents if you need the extra boost up for your exam anytime. Okay, right? Okay, let's go. All right, so we're going to talk again about this issue 1 and 2, which is issue 1 again. Okay, this one, decision making and response. I'm going to show you the slides, and we're going to talk about the skill that somebody, I think, maybe request about the skill of usefulness. I'm going to go through the skill of usefulness. Then after that, we're going to go through this paper here. So as usual, every lesson will have this 5 papers. Do as many as you can, right? So of course, I know you all got the WA, the prelim coming, and other tests, whatever. Okay, it's going to be super busy for the next 2 months. So am I. So are you. Okay. So let's move up back to the first page here. I'm going to the slide that I'm going to present to you guys, and which is this one. Yes. Okay, decision making in a representative democracy. So look here, chapter 1, what does it mean to be a citizen, Singaporean? Okay, guys, you know there's the new movie coming out in Singapore. It's called The Parliament. Raymond, being sarcastic, get a joke. You know why The Parliament? You know, recently got this minister having affair, the opposition party. And then the Shanmugam about the condo, and then about the Iswaran about the F1 corruptions, and then recently about Taman giving up and become the president. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the new movie, The Parliament. There was a lot of funny people saying this. Anyway, so there's a vacuum in some of the MP seats. So Mr. Lee Hsien-loong was saying that, well, we are not ready to have a general elections. You know, when we have a big general elections, it's 真的动用很多 resources, right? But now it's not the time to 动用 the resources because they sure know that most of them, or maybe minority of them, the Singaporeans are still not happy with the government for a lot of things. Raymond, what is the things that now most of them are having grievances and not happy? Back to you, Raymond. Give me one example. Everyone, give me one example. As usual, 5-second rule. If you cannot talk to me, listen carefully. If you cannot talk to me, you can WhatsApp me. No, you can Zoom chat to me, okay? But I need your response. Back to you, Raymond.
Wait, what was the question again?
Like 你现在他们说要大选can beat general.
Yes.
But this and also no. Because my gut feel is that if there's a general elections, a lot of citizens or maybe minority, I don't know, maybe minority, but my gut feel is quite a big number of people, Singaporeans are still not happy, even though, Gavin, government are giving GST voucher money, correct? Or all the money top out, all these things, or you say, you just name it, all kind, or even electrical city rebates. But the citizens are not very happy. Honestly, for me, of course, I only not happy one thing. That is the education format. Other than that, to be honest, I thank God I can stay in this country very peacefully, very productively, and everyone's doing everything well. Like not like Russia, and not like France. Now a lot of and the other countries are flooding and all these things. The only thing I'm not happy with the government is the education system. I don't know why they changed it to like that. Maybe they say want to distress, but it seems like more stressful for us. Maybe I still can't get used to the new system. That's the only thing I want to feedback. That is the education system. Back to you, Raymond.
One thing I'm not happy about the government.
Hello, this one live recording. Okay.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Right.
Okay. Yes, please.
So one thing I'm not will be in a sector of education where they are not educating enough about, they're not putting enough efforts into the education of the young when it comes to like character and citizenship education. Particularly, I am very worried about the younger generations today because they are taking the diversity and all the integration and these integrated policies for granted. They are not appreciative of the wide range of diversity that Singapore has, and they're basically taking whatever their ancestors have given them for granted. They're not being grateful enough.
Aaron, any more?
Oh yeah, that's it for now.
I think I like your answer saying that it is true the younger generations you are referring to those primary students, correct now? The primary students are affected because
some of my classmates because they're acting pretty immature.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I want to hear from you. Thank you, Wang Kang and Min Min. As of now, please do not send your answer to me. Send to everyone, okay? Please, just like you are talking to everyone here. So please resend your answer to everyone. Tomaya. Yeah, why do you think so?
Wait, excuse me, why do I think so?
Yeah, why do you think so? And what makes you say so? And what makes you feel so?
I think so because it is very obvious through their actions and words that they are being unappreciative of whatever diversity and culture that is built around them. For example, they will casually they will commit acts of casual racism against people of other races, which I believe is a depiction of their ignorance towards Singapore's diversified culture. Well, what makes me feel so is that as witnesses and even victims of these racial slurs, I feel very disappointed that they're immature-ish and just generally impolite acts towards people
You mean
around
you've been a bully before, you're a victim before?
Oh no, yeah, I was a witness. Like I've seen people done it to others, and people have done it to me.
In your school also, to you also?
Yes.
Wow. Can you give yourself example? How they do it to you?
They would, well, they have spurred out very stereotypical comments towards people. For example, many of
About
my
you.
friends who are Chinese immigrants, some Singaporean like classmates would call them, well, just like okay, I'm just gonna mimic their voice. Just because you're from China, you're gonna be communist. It's something like that.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's them F immature. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
And
that's
I was
actually,
about to
I am
say
very
most of
disappointed
the,
at them.
sorry,
I am severely disappointed at them.
and they are Singaporean kids born in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Very sad. I'm a Singaporean. 我真的是土生土长, and I'm also on behalf of them. I apologize. Seriously, I think your teacher has not done enough to brainwash them to as it is. Okay. Please, Mian Mian, can you get your fact right? Okay. We are Chinese Singaporean. We are not China's Chinese. Okay. Different, right? Raymond, correct. But we are all under the same blood called the Han Ren, 对吗 Raymond? We are all Chinese, 对吗 Gavin? 对吗 Wang Kang? Yeah. It's just like 我们四海为兄弟. But this type of saying, Mian Mian, I'm so sorry. Not everyone's like you understand. Isn't it the same? No, different. You see, why just like, sorry to say, why just like Beijing 跟上海人, sometimes I cannot see eye to eye because I have friends in both sides. Okay? And when they say this, they will censor the conversation or don't talk much. It's just like Singapore and Malaysia. They will still have to do that. And then Taiwan and China has been fighting about all these independent. Oh, 对吗, Gavin? You study history, you know, right? The Cold War, all these things. Why? Why cannot live in peace? Seriously, I just like the 3 chapter here. What does it mean to be a citizen? Respect. How do we decide what is good for the society? Equality. How can we work for the good of the society? Fairness and impartial and tolerance. But unfortunately, Raymond, you're damn freaking right. It's not this. I've been doing that every time. Sometimes I always like to disturb, not just joking, but I have a lot of good Indian friends. Okay, my ex-HOD is a good Indian until today. When every time my Dalton Hotspur or what wins or he send message to me. So got one time I purposely, sorry, this is live recording. Okay, I do really respect a lot. I got a lot of good Indian friends. Do you know that some people call the Indian Apu Nene? You know it's Apu Nene, right? It's that means or Kilenkia. Very smelly Indians. Recently got one police officer, if you watch the TikTok and see the TikTok, he committed suicide because he's an Indian and he was saying that he was being bullied in the Singapore police force. So I read it with very, very disheartening and sad. And yes, he has been serving in the force, and why people are doing that, seriously. Okay, can you imagine even police force are like that in the army or everywhere? So Gavin and Raymond, you're going for NS next time. You will see all these things. How are you going to be? And if you are, both of you are officers, how are you going to be? Okay, if you are the next superior, how are you going to be? Treatment, I mean, very sad. So Raymond, you're right. We are all Singaporean. Even whether you're Singaporean Chinese or China Chinese or Taiwan Chinese or Malaysian Chinese or Indian, India as in India, or Indian, India as in Malaysia, or Indian, India as in Singaporean. Do you know there are still Indians, correct me if I'm wrong, correct me, that they are still thinking that, oh no, I don't like to associate with this Indian from India. Why? And even the Northern Indian and Southern Indians also cannot talk to each other. Why? Hey, what's your freaking problem? Seriously, why? I don't understand, Okay, as you realize, like recently I shared this, I don't mind. I shared this with my student. If God loves us, why God make us to suffer? Correct now. So just like Raymond, so your son next time will tell you, Daddy, if you love me, why you make me to suffer and go through the educations? So you know, right? If your son don't go through the education,他不能出人头地，对吗 Raymond? Correct now. Agree? So just like I always curse and swear to Jesus, hey, why you make me go through all the ups and downs? So later when I realize that sometimes there's a reason for everything. Raymond? Right? So it's no such thing as fairness. Well, what you say is true. You know them, Raymond, please shun from these people. These are all the negative vibes. Okay, don't mix with them. I'd rather you have lesser friend than this kind of friend. Sorry, all right, and someone from your school. Okay, But it's not just your school, Raymond. I think Gavin, not Gavin, Wang Kang or Mian Mian, I don't know about your school. I think these are very happening, and I think partly is through this Western influence of the TikTok and the social media. Agree or not, Gavin? Right, and then they just want to spoil the reputations of the China. I used to hate China a lot, you see, because my grandfather really came from China, and he told me a lot about Mao Zedong. But when I look through the history and do check, and that's why I don't like Mao Zedong. Then after when years go by as a history teachers and start to understand, dig up more true, actually you have to understand why Mao Zedong had to do that. They are, of course, during the long march between the China. So nothing to do with social study at this point of time. But I just want to share with you, it's all about human. Okay, the next slide. Okay, where's my mouse? This one, two. Okay, the next slide, you see the challenges that deciding what is good for society and how do we give good to society, the decision making. So you agree now? I think Gavin, sadly to say, you study history, right? But do you realize your history textbook never cover China history, right? No, why they censored off? If there's a China history in the textbook, then people will understand why China must be communist and why China until today is still a communist, but they modify into more capitalist here and there, right? It's not easy to manage 1.4 billion. I don't think, honestly, I respect my dear Lee Kuan Yew. I don't think Lee Kuan Yew will be able to manage super well in a 1.4 billion. He will do well, okay? Like Xi Jinping. You see, no matter how Xi Jinping do, there's still people don't like him. There's still people against him. There's still people think that he must be out, correct, right? So, Raymond, thanks for your sharing, but sadly to say, this is life. We have to see idea shaping the government. That's whatever you say, Raymond, is very true. Okay, just like the education itself. How are we going to? That's why maybe Mr. Chan Chun Sing might want to change the entire education system to please most of the majority of people, to see they can transform, can translate into a better good cause, and then what they call transfer the ideas from the old to new system and change. I guess, Raymond, some of your classmates might be a big propaganda by their parents. So it's possible, I may be wrong. Gavin, what is your take? Which is the policy that you don't like? Yes, Gavin. Wang Kang say GST, but Mian Mian never tell me. Oh, also Mian Mian agree also education, huh? Okay. So yes, Gavin.
Policy. I don't really have a strong opinion or anything.
So you're okay with the Singapore government policy at this point of time, lah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Fair enough, fair enough. How about Wang Kang say GST? I totally agree. That is why the government want to rebate and give back to some of the poorest family, but a lot of people where got enough. I have to think carefully before I say, because Singapore has no natural resources. We all depends on human factors. So the GST itself is to tax the people who are rich enough to buy some ostentatious goods, expensive goods. And like, for example, buying 3-4 condo, people coming here to invest. So this money, so far we all know, right? Raymond, Galvin's, Mian Mian, and Wang Kang and myself, we know that whatever the government money took, they still spend it wisely, like rebuild the infrastructure. I think everywhere you go now, you can see the road everywhere you build very nicely. Okay, Gavin, your family member from China also? Have you ever been to China? Do you see last time the road and now is it much better?
Yeah.
You see, it's taxpayer money, correct? So the government put back on use, right? Okay. So have you gone to Malaysia?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you see how the Malaysia the road is? The condition? Okay, we don't say much. Yeah, maybe certain part improve, certain part really cannot make it, we know. Like, let's see in India. Oh my goodness, you go and see India, the roads, and see Vietnam, and see Cambodia, or even Indonesia, or even Thailand, even Malaysia, Myanmar. So this is why I feel, maybe Wang Kang, sorry, GST is important to collect, but as you know, everything's are going for inflations. If you go for your JCA level, you understand what I mean now. Okay, because at this point of time, the government has no natural resources to back off. Like even there is, you see, I heard from my uncle in New Zealand, even New Zealand have the most sheep, 那个杨妹妹，还有很多 like the Maruka honey, a lot of natural products and kiwi. 他们的 GST tax or they call VAT, value added tax, is about 12 to 20%, bro. And then their income tax is about 40%. Come on. So how? But why are these still people staying there? But don't forget, they give free medical services for all their citizens. When you're staying in hospital, I heard you don't need to pay a single cent, but are still expensive. Okay. Okay, so Mian Mian say young man, young man. Why must you send to me? I told you so many times, send to the group. Okay. So yeah, that is all depends on how you see. So Mian Mian, which policy do you think the government you're not happy with?
I'm not saying not happy, but I think like Singapore is a bit competitive. So like I think like it makes students like a bit too stressful. So it's not very good for their health, maybe.
妹妹你讲的不是你一个，每个人都讲。Honestly 妹妹 not you sorry you can scold me or F me, I don't care. But honestly I feel 我不可怜你们读书 stress 的 I don't pity your stress 你要想在别的国家很多孩子都没有像你们有机会读书你有没有机会上大学 And Malaysia itself, I heard there are certain people, if you are not Bumi Putra, you may not have a chance to go for university. I'm not sure how true. 这是我道听途说的 So if you're stressed, I think Japan, South Korea, Raymond 他们的高考对吗 Raymond 那个中国有那个高考对吗还有香港也是Malaysia 也是对不对 So 哪里说读书是 not stressful? I mean seriously, I don't pity your study. If you tell me study stress, I will take it like a pinch of salt. Hold on. I just got a message. Oh, my father-in-law is in the operation room now. Sorry. So my wife told me he's still in the operation room. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, children. I don't pity you all that. Oh, I'm so stressed in studying. I think你听过这句话先苦后甜 right Raymond? You see the past few years, Gavin, the past few years, Wang Kang the past few years, Mian Mian the past few years has really transformed you to be going to be a leader. No, 我知道 I know what you mean, my dear. Yes, I know you're not hating the government. I just feel too much stress. No, Mian Mian, if you go to JC, go to, you know, Mian Mian, that day you saw Warren do the presentation, right? Correct now. You know how stressed is it? I don't care about your classmate, sorry. Your classmate is your classmate. I only care for I don't care about classmate. If your classmate cannot handle stress, sorry, maybe I'm being sarcastic here a bit. Then prepare to go ITE, then relax. And take some easy course. Right, you want to earn a $20,000 salary, you have to take a lot of stress. Correct now? Wang Kang, you agree now? Wang Kang, if you agree, thumbs up. Agree now, Delvin? Agree now, Raymond? Right, Raymond? So how often your mom and dad spend time with you when both of them they are lawyers, right? Correct. They have to work like day and night like shit.
Yeah.
And then say, 儿子你自己照顾你要我 daddy 帮你找 tuition. But sometimes you ask them things, but when you see they talk, wow, their power of works, their study room or even their office is all full of all the case study, right? You can see behind all the case study, and you got to memorize a lot of things, right?
Yeah. Yes.
If not, how he can feed you to be so 养到白白胖胖这么大的16岁孩子，对不对？你自己亲眼看过别的国家的孩子穷到要命都有。So 如果你maybe your friend cannot take stress then sorry. You see, it is impossible for every citizen to be satisfied. Now, you see, realize the story I linked to you. I want to link to. There's a trade-off, there. There's a trade-off. So the next one is not in my backyard. So I don't care about your classmate. I only care about you. You come to my class. My job is to make sure that you are able to handle stress. Now, every stress is not a bad thing. It's just like war, right? Maybe you know, like war and cloning doesn't mean war is always bad. War against what is called war against terrorists, war against diabetes, war against poverty, 对吗？ Gavin. So war it doesn't mean everything is bad. So 你要看两方面。 So sorry, Amin, if you say your classmate is stressed, obviously how much time they put in to really study. And how much time you put in your study. You see, after a few months with Uncle Raymond, the way you talk, last time you're scared, you don't want to read all these things. Now you have improved quite a bit. And your ideas are good. It's just the only thing you have not handed in a single homework. Only that homework that you handed is when you came to the classroom to do your exam. Really nice, and a lot of people say your handwriting is good. So you see, you are now advantageous. Confirm you can pass. My question pass is whether to poly or JC. That's all. All right. So I've covered these few pages. So it's impossible to please everybody. Okay, we decide on the trade-off. So now, same thing. Let's say, don't mind, or I don't jinx it, I just say only. Okay, let's say 4 of you cannot go to JC. You only can go poly. Okay, I don't say just an example. So trade-off. Raymond, you're going to kill me, right? So now you cannot go JC, poly. What is the next step? Back to you, Raymond.
If I can only go poly, then very unfortunate for me.
Hey, stop it. You cannot use the word unfortunate, huh? What makes you think poly student is no good?
No,
say,
because
hey, wait, bro,
unfortunate.
Hold on, bro, hold on. I didn't say Raymond so bad now. You can't go JC and poly, you go ITE. That is really unfortunate, really. But from what I say, it confirm you will not go ITE or poly lah. But my question is, someone you do higher Chinese, right? Correct now, bro?
Oh, yes.
So yeah, it's now whether it's a 5-pointer or less than 10 points, 对不对? So just an example lah, 因为我们在讲这个 topic 嘛 trade off. Then what is your plan?
So rather than just doing nothing and crying about it, I think I should take active steps in elevating like my standard of life. For example, for me, okay, to clarify why I say unfortunate for me, because poly or JC is actually like my desired path, and anything other than that may sound a bit sad for me, because that's just not what I want. Okay, it's back to my steps. So what I can do now, right, is that I will need to maximize whatever I can do inside the polytechnic, so that I can do so that I am compatible with all the other my peers who are in JC. For example, I would it doesn't just because I'm not in JC does not mean that I cannot study whatever they are studying. I can utilize the power of the internet and other technologies to help me keep up and not fall back behind others. So according to my limited but related knowledge, even if you study in polytechnic, there is still a chance that you can be promoted to university, namely like NUS, NTU, others. So you can still study there, and I will need to find a major or get a diploma in this area of field of study that I would like the most. For example, particularly, I would like to work in the medical sector, so I would choose something similar. And in the university, I can maybe do biochemistry. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the above question.
Thank you very much. Well said. Well done. Good. How about you, Gavin? I can't hear you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, carry on, voice.
Okay. So I'm a poly student, right?
Yes. You can't go JC. You go poly.
Okay. So if I go poly, I will just choose a very good course, and just try to work hard with.
You try. I hate the word try.
I will. Will.
Yes.
Okay.
I will do my best.
I will do my best in doing the projects, so I can get like a very good score. So I can get to uni lah. But also getting a diploma is also very good for me already. Because
what? Sorry?
Because my aspiration not really that high lah. So going to poly also if you can get me a job, it's fine by me already.
Oh, thanks for sharing. Did I hear you correctly? You say that my aspiration is not very high. Right? Did you say that?
Yeah.
No, my dear. Don't. No. Okay, I always like what Mimin say, oh, I cannot make it, I'm going to die, I'm going to this, I cannot this. But later now I say, he always say that I want to go JC, all these things. I prefer you to be more higher aspiration at this point of time. The more you like negative, that means you are giving your brain, your self-confidence a big discount. This is not great Singapore sales. Okay, let's take one more, please. Okay, coming to my class, I don't like my students say, maybe, I think so, I'm not sure. No, you must always believe in yourself. Yeah, that's good. Maybe, thank you. So, Gavin, moving forward, you say, yeah, don't never use my aspiration is not high. You should say now my aspiration is like what Raymond did say that I want to be in the medical line, I want to do this. Honestly, Raymond, if I'm your father, I would be very disappointed of you. You know why? Huh?
Yeah, I understand.
What?
Because he's a lawyer and
没有接班人。没有接班人的 seriously, I hope maybe 你不可以，可能他的孙子可以啊。Yeah, sometimes it's not forcing lah, you see. But you see, after your parents doing like this, I say, oh my God, it's seriously very stressed. It's very stressed. All professionals are very stressed. All right. So, Gavin, in your class, do they have stereotyping or bullying about what just now Raymond said?
Of course.
Huh? Of course.
Of course.
Oh shit, man. It's very sad to hear that. Okay, thank you for your answer. How about you, Mimin? So let's say now just say only touch wood. You can't go JC now for poly. What is your trade-off?
I think like I also think the same way as Gavin. Like because like I also don't have like super high expectations. So I think going to a poly it's still alright, but I just make sure I go to the better courses so that I have higher chance of going to uni.
I like the three of you say that. Yeah. And some more, really, that is the purpose of coming to my class.
And I also like
yes.
And I also like kind of don't want to go JC because like I don't think I can take so much stress. And
okay. Even the same girl, JC or poly or your path, maybe your path is to go university,对不对? So whether JC or poly, at the end of the day, your ultimate path 是大学嘛. So 大学是 confirm 一定很 stress 的，对不对? There's no such thing. If the 大学 not stressed, that means 不要去那个大学了，妹妹. You know why? 那个是挂羊头卖狗肉的。There's a degree 没有骗人的。你出来 graduate 都没有人要请你，浪费你的钱跟时间，对吧? Yeah. Agree. Hold on. Okay. Thank you. So maybe how about one count? Now, sorry, you say you cannot go JC, go poly. What is your trade-off?
I think I'm just going to a better course, like maybe business. Then try my best to go uni.
Try your best. You try your best.
No. I will
don't try.
will work hard to go to uni.
Yeah.
And then help my dad with his business, I guess.
Well done. Because your dad is doing business and do business, so you go to business in uni. Very good. Okay. So how do you settle the dispute caused by this one? Okay, that we will talk about it. So it's a democratic country. So your parents have to respect your view. You see, again, I'm just giving a scenario of children, leaders. JC or poly, you see, Wang Kang, Mian, Raymond, and Galvin. When I was in JC, I always hate to go poly. My path is already, I want to study law, nothing but law, okay, or even history, or even astronomy. Anything to do, because my generation, when it comes to poly, it's all very technical subject, and I hate technical subjects. Okay, but now you know, like poly got business, got law, got culinary, got sports, wow, got physiotherapy, so many different courses. So, but again, of course, at least poly is better than ITE, seriously. And this is recording live. I didn't mean IT is no good. I do have a lot of students from IT graduated, and one of them, he went to IT, higher NITEC, and now I saw on his Facebook, he was such a good, tall, gentleman, handsome boy who did very well after graduating from university. It's just like, agree now, Gavin, the path to university 比较长一点，对吗？他走的路比较长一点，对吗，王康？人家是 JC pass or uni 了，而且是女孩子不用去 NS。 So 有些人是不是走冤枉路哦？不要想到冤枉路 ，OK？ Uncle Raymond 有走过很多冤枉路 ，just to get my 2 degrees，OK？ But that's not easy, right? Same thing. I never think of going to poly. So after I graduate, okay, I can't go to uni. I was so disappointed. I retake my A level. Okay, my Chinese better my GP. Shit, man. But the result, the rest not so good. And I go back to my first paper, combined, so cannot go uni. No choice. I had to do a private uni and spend a lot of money. Okay, and then finally, I die Raymond. I must get the course that inside myself law. If not, I don't want to study. So my generation, the law is very limited. Either you take the whole entire LLB, you know what's LLB, the law, okay? To complete law must go London. So I got no money, man, no choice. So I take computer. Computer also got law, so I must have law. But I don't want to have math. But sad to say, Wang Kang, inside got programming, got math. Oh shit. That's the only subject I did badly. The rest okay. So trade-off. I want to tell you this because in Singapore, if this is your own, ladies and gentlemen, this trade-off is going to be part and parcel of life for many, many years to come. It's just like this afternoon, my father-in-law last minute had to go to A&E emergency. And then my brother-in-law is telling my wife, oh, daddy is this problem, that the problem. Now the trade-off is that to operate or not to operate. And there's a tumor inside. And what shall we do? And now waiting for the operation to end and pray for it. So what is the trade-off after that? He already got diabetes. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, go for diabetes. So as us adult, what is the trade-off? Wang Kang, now it's my parents-in-law and my parents are. Correct, Wang Kang. They will one day sayonara. Next, you know who not? Next is my turn already. True not? We are here, true not? You see, your grandparents. If some of you, your grandparents gone, next will be your parents and me. After we gone, next will be your turn. Your turn will follow by your children. So here in the earth, we are following through a path like that. So when we are going through this path, sometimes Wang Kang, we need to do trade-off. Trade-off what? When your parents are scolding you, whatever it is, just shut up. They are doing for your best. Don't forget, when this voice is gone, you no need to trade off already. It means sayonara already. No trade off already. So sometimes you can look at it, what we are studying, social study. When you complain about GST, so sorry, Wang Kang, you're going to be a businesswoman. If there's no GST, let's say you are the Prime Minister of Singapore. If there's no GST, what other things can you collect the money from? Don't tell me COE, I kill you. The car already. Okay. Besides the GST and COE, and okay, personal income tax and corporate tax, what other taxes can you collect in order to make the country more better? Back to you, Wang Kang. Oh, my father-in-law just came out from op. Yes, Wang Kang?
I'm not sure.
Of course, as a prime minister, you will collect to see all the ideas from your minister, right? Do you know there are some countries, they tax by per head. Per head. That means how many family members you tax. Okay? And you know, in Singapore, the most expensive tax on goods is three things. Three things. The most expensive. Can anyone tell me? Raymond, Kelvin, Raymond? 在新加坡有3个 tax 很贵 but it's good thing 甜蜜蜜，你笑得甜蜜蜜。I give you a hint already, come on. 不是你们在笑啦，我知道你们笑得很甜蜜只是那个妹妹看不到而已。甜蜜蜜 the tax of sugar, true not? Agree?
Oh.
Agree 了。我最近看 TikTok, 哇
the sugar tax.
Yeah, why war against, you see, war against sugar. Can you imagine Wang Kang sugar say, hey, hello, 我是很甜的人呢，为什么你要 tax 我？你应该 tax 咖啡，还是 tax 别的？为什么要 tax 我 sugar? Why Anyone can tell me? Hey, you might come out in your social study, Now you see your drink got A, B, C, D, E, right? You know, right? Your drink got A, B, C, A is what? Well, that day I buy the Mati Sui got C. I tell you, I drink already. Oh my goodness, 不会甜的。Because of diabetes, right? Correct, no? Right? 还有一个是 tax on alcohol， 对不对？alcohol 对不对？还有一个 tax on tobacco 有没有？啊，为什么这些 tax 到这么贵呢？就是因为他要弄到人民不要 indulge and addicted to 这些会害身体的 ，correct not? So what is the trade-off? You know what is the trade-off, no, Gavin? People go and do vapes, e-cigarette, illegal, right? Illegal, no? Wang Kang, correct not? You know it's e-cigarette, right? I'm not sure about your school, don't even though some of the good school, they also got people do e-cigarette. It's illegal. I'm telling you, if you happen to be beside one of your friends in e-cigarette and you are not the e-cigarette, sorry, if any of my officer will catch you, all go to good luck, and then you will be do a test and everything. It's a very heavy fine. Okay, if you happen to know your friends, there's few ways. Either you tell your teachers or you whistleblowing, tell someone and catch them. Okay, if not, your exam is coming. And my advice is, you want to close one eye, please don't go near to these friends. I'm telling you, seriously, it's an offense. And then if any of your friends were underage and smoke counterbank cigarette, it's even a serious more offense. It happened to my nephew last time. Now he's already adult. He just happened to mix with his friend and all his friends was smoking illegal cigarettes. He had to go all the way to the police station. My sister had to go there and bail him out. And later he do a puff. He got smoking. He had to go to HSA. You know what HSA? Health Science Authority. He was fined $300 and got demerit point. Good luck to you, Trade off. So you see that democracy is a system of government to control people by allowing the people to choose their own leaders. Why your hand is so itchy? Why must you dirty my slide? Wherever it is. Okay, so it's to choose their own leaders. I'm so sorry. Gavin, Raymond, and Mei and Wang Kang. In US, it's a democratic country, right? So how come there's only two parties? The elephant and the donkey, right? You know, right? The Democratic and Republic, they use the mascot, right? The elephant and donkey. Why don't have third party and fourth party? Like Singapore, we got so many parties. Why only two parties? Can anyone tell me? Hello? Anyone tell me why? China no need to say it's only one party, right? But why US got two parties? Yes, Gavin. I think England also got two parties. Why only two parties? If it's a democratic country, right? They should have more parties, right? Why only two parties?
Later, everyone has like different views.
Then
Because the parties that control the government is like different views.
correct. They're
So
more confused. Sorry?
So only like two can control better.
There's a possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility. Yeah, good. Okay. So, what is this? Oh, people power. Democrats. Okay, US President Lincoln. You see, that's why I'm asking you why these questions. I like this. It's not my grandmother, it's my mother. Not my grandmother. Okay. He once said that during his famous speech, of the people, by the people, for the people. Write down if you can. Okay, it's from this nice Abraham Lincoln was being assassinated by one crazy guy. Of the people, by the people, for the people. You see, of the people is made up of the same kind of people as us. By the people is chosen by the people. For the people, working for the best of the interests. Now, honestly, I ask you out of these three, which one do you think is the most important? Because I asked you the question, right, Gabby? Why only two parties, right? So all the questions is related, please, okay? Because we're going to do the SVQ. Let's start with Gavin. Which one do you think is most important?
Most important. For the people.
For the people, last one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because they need to for the people's interest, they have to like sacrifice their time to implement these changes.
Okay. That's all? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Wang Kang, which one do you think is more important?
For the people.
Also, why?
Because if the government doesn't meet the needs of the people, then there will be no one supporting them. But how can
No,
they
sorry.
run the
I'm so
country?
sorry. Not your fault. My Wi-Fi a bit lagging. Can you repeat again?
For the people, because if the government doesn't meet the needs of the people, then there will be no one supporting them. Then they can't run the country as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's all. All right. Mian, what is your answer? Which one is more important?
I think also for the people.
Why?
I think I have the same point because like oh my god.
Huh? Sorry.
Because like the government like we must because like as the government we must work for people's interests and then like must get people to support us or else like we cannot run the country.
Okay. Thank you. How about Raymond?
For me, it would be for the people.
Also for the people.
Yes.
Why?
Well, it is hard to describe, but to me, right, it does not matter whether. Okay, sorry, my voice is always. I've been sick for the last week.
Don't worry. It's okay. Hey, but your oral coming soon, eh?
Yes.
Drink a lot of water. Okay.
Yeah. So back to my point, it does not matter whether it is made up of the people when you know that human nature is very unpredictable and maybe
Precisely.
dynamic. So I mean, a government, or say the people who makes up a government, are selected. A democratic government are selected, and well, nobody knows what they would do when they have such a high level or high status, or say a power surge, like suddenly their like status elevated so much. And it also does not matter whether it is chosen by the people for the same reasons, and that the people this is actually pretty vague in the sense that it is chosen by the majority of the people in a society and not the minority. And history has proven to us that the minority often controls more power, or so more let's say, economy than most of the people, which actually shows that the people who choose, I say, may not be totally representative. So with that in mind, for the people would be my desired choice, because, well, it doesn't matter who is up there as long as it is working for the good, or say the interest of almost all the people, and treating them equally, fairly, etc.
Well said.
That is my point.
Yeah, I think all of you good point. Why?
Oh wait.
Yes, sorry.
Can I go to the toilet?
Come, let's go together.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Okay, 为什么你们没有讲这个呢 ？With the people 呢？我们看，为什么没有 with the people? Have you realized that you are playing with the preposition, no? Right? Editing, hello, editing is it? So what is the difference? Okay, in fact, all of you do realize that with the people. I feel that all these are important. Just like we are talking about this issue of diversities, what is good for the citizens, what is good and bad for the goods and services for the people, and for the people that willing to work together. We see with, you see, you realize let's talk about you, okay, Wang Kang, don't mind. You see, your parents love you because you are part of the family, correct? Right? Okay, that is this. They love you also by doing good things to you. Like we talk about because you are of the family inside. By means that okay, they love you because they by giving you a lot of love and shower you a lot of love, a lot of things. Therefore means that they will give you the best whatever for you, right? 对不对? Right, for you, 对吗? Hello, 笑一下啦，你这么serious做么? For you, 对吗? But I think the most important to both of you, Wang Kang and Mian Mian, as a father, I do have a daughter. As the father, I tell you, with the daughter is the most important. You know why? Because 女儿要嫁出去那一天父亲就是最担心。你听过这句话吗？王看，男人最怕入错行，女人最怕嫁错郎。听过吗？有没有听过？哎 ，Hello， answer me 呢 ？Higher Chinese。男人最怕入错行，你懂什么意思吗？就是男人最怕入错不同的职业，对不对？职业啦。那女人最怕嫁错郎郎君的郎。对，女孩子嫁做一个没有用的男人，就是一辈子就是穷光蛋，还是给老公打，给老公欺负，对吗？来，各位明了。So always with you. You see, your parents will be with you through thick and thin. You agree, now, Raymond? I think the with is more powerful than all by four. I'm with you. Correct. Every time, hey bro, are you with me now? Yeah, come, steady, come, I'm with you. 就是同甘共苦，患难见知交。Wow, maybe I want to show off my Chinese to you. Okay, 所谓什么难兄难弟 right? With you. Realize one day your daughter get married off. You will make sure with her and say, 妈咪我肚子痛我要生孩子了。哇，你马上叫你老公是 same right? Raymond and Gavin. I think you adopted your daughter more than your son. I know it's too early to tell, but I want to bring it the real effect. If, okay, Raymond, you are the only child like me, we can't feel it. Gavin, you got brother, you can feel it. So sometimes your father will say, hey, bro, I'm with you. I know your brother, senior, is a very naughty boy. I know he's beside you now. Okay, but never mind, he's your brother. But you have to with him for true thick and thin. Why not happy? I want to punch me, he say, senior. Okay, 对吗？Gavin, no matter how bad your brother is or whatever, he's still your brother, 对吗？ You with him 你不要跟我讲，星爷在马路给人家打，哇，好打我弟弟打，该打这个该打。No right, you will go in and cover him and take care with him. You realize that, maybe you agree that one count. With, I feel the with is more stronger than 4x off. Okay, that's my take. So how are you going to use this in your SPQ? I leave it to you okay. With the people. I always got problem moving my mouse, sorry. So what is oh my goodness, somebody defaced my slide. Very naughty this person. 他手很痒，没办法。小时候他手没有绑。Okay, 开玩笑It's okay. What is a representative of democracy? Okay, we talked about that already. This one you must know. This one is electoral boundaries. I know now you're 16. I think next 2 years you still cannot vote. You only can vote at the age of 21. Can you stop doing it now, Mian? Can you don't do it, please? I feel quite distracting when you put something on. Now, this is the very small country like us in Singapore. It break into different groups. So Uncle Raymond is at Nisun GRC here. Some of you will be Ang Mo Kio. This is where the Lee Hsien Loong here. Okay, and then you're going to see the East GRC, whoever stay in the East here, wow, very big. And then here, which is the Jurong side, if I'm not mistaken. And then Hong Kong, these are the single walk. So you need to know this because some part of Singapore are run by 4 members of the minister, and some of them are members of the parliament. Okay, and then our Lee Hsien Loong minister is here. Then the deputy minister, I think, is somewhere here or here. I can't remember. Okay, so just a quick update. I'm not sure your school show you this. Okay, so MPs are members of the parliaments. Okay, are called. Okay, we all should know. Okay, these are the opposition party. Okay, this is the one that is now presently running the whole PAP. Okay. Because of you, I got to delay and take away your nonsense. Please don't do that again now. Please, if not, I'll stop you from accessing to the share. Okay, so this is the incumbents of PAP, the oppositions. Okay, which one is the most powerful at this time? You will see in the source-based questions. You will see this one is the more majority power. Then this is the one can compete with this. This is live recording. Remember, okay, I never like troll. I never like the hammer. Okay, seriously. Okay, there's a constitution. You need to know these 3 things. All right. So this one, they passed the law about anti-chewing gum. I'm not sure your school share with this. This is a judge. Okay, this is a judge. I'm not sure he's still here or not, or is he still sitting? So too much power. Okay, let's go quickly. Here are the political in divide 3 branches. Why do you think democracy will create in such a way? Legislature. Okay, legislature is the lawmaking that is make the law, to pass the law. Take note of these in case. Just a quick recap. The legislature makes to make new laws and alter old ones. So some old laws have to taken away, replaced. Recently, it's about using social medias, whether social media is good, can use as evidence to sue the person who is in the parliament. Now presently it's like that. I replace the photo with you. Okay, so you know, our dear friends is going to step down soon. Our prime minister is going to step down soon. This one no more. He's going to run for president. This one no more. I think also change. So there are cabinets. Okay, this is just to update you. This is the one is going to be. This is the one. Lawrence Wong will be the next prime minister at this point of time. This one no more already. Okay. This is the first batch in your textbook you will have. This is your first batch of our 4 founding fathers, 4 founding fathers of Singapore. So this is a single one, just to take note, just a quick one, okay? Just to take note all these things. This is in your textbook. You somehow or rather you need to know in case you are going for JC, we'll talk about or in uni, but in secondary school you just need to know because somewhat you will tell you whether it's from opposition party or PAP. That's all. Okay. You can go this and Google it and check it out. Okay. Like, what is the difference of 4 member, 5 member? Nothing. It's just that there are more MPs serving that particular area. So like Ang Mo Kio itself, we got 6 member of the MP. Okay. Single ward means 1 person, 1 MP. Just take note. Okay. What is the GRC? Okay. The group must contain at least 1 member. Just take note. In case there's this SPQ talk about GRC, that means inside the group representative committees here, you must have 1 minority race. That means Indian or Malay. Okay. So strength is that ensure minority representations in the parliament, economical for town council to manage larger estate. That's the strength. The winners is single members of the GRC team can carry weaker new MPs parliaments. Difficult for oppositions to make it to form GRC. So that's maybe the reason why the PAP want to form GRC, to make it the opposition difficult. But I heard they might change back to a single walk. I don't know. Okay, this guy no more already. So just in case you see his name, what is his name? Lo Tak Kiang, yes. I think Lo Tak Kiang, no more already. And this guy no more already, you know, right? You know what happened to him? I think it's this guy, right? He was holding hand with Nicosia. Yeah. I'm so jealous he never hold my hand. Must hold my hand, ma. Okay. These are all the opposition party. This girl, this Silver is a lawyer. I think this one also a lawyer. Anyway, I'm very open. I'm telling you. Every time my friend talk to me, Raymond, you are pro PAP person. No point talking to you. So whatever I say, my grievances about government, you will say, yes, it's good, it's good. But let me tell you, okay, PAP is like my father. Okay. I believe he's doing good things to me, but doesn't mean whatever my father says, I totally agree. Agree now, Kelvin. Right, Raymond, you agree, like Wang Kang. Right, certain things you can object, just like the one very good example, the educations, right, system. And I never believe every school is a good school. Agree? I believe every school is unique rather than every school is a good school. Okay, this one is just remember this part here. I'm going to finish the one last slide. Okay, so this is a non-MP, non-nominated MP. That means, if I'm not mistaken, they cannot get into parliaments, but their votes are very close to become an MP. So they have a goodwill. They sit in to listen and give their point of view. That means these are the people who fail to become an MP, but their votes are very close to be an MP. Just like some students are close to pass, but they don't want to fill them, so they force, or they kind of force to promote them to Sec4, something like that. Okay. All right, so we shall stop here. This one, don't worry about all these people. Okay. Yeah, this is the parliament sitting, just in case you don't know. So this is a House Speaker, but now she's a president. So now recently the speaker also got problem for the change. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew is here. All these are already retired already. Yeah, these are ex-president last time. Now this is a speaker. No more so I have to change the photo again. Okay, so act as a debates leader, enforce the rules, conduct, just in case you don't know, okay, just go and read out. I just want to share with you a quick one. A bill is very important, a proposed new law that has not been passed by Parliament, and all bills introduced at the start of the new session of Parliament must agree. So for example, a bill of LGBT, a bill against chewing gum, a bill against illegal parking at certain estate or certain place or certain roadside, or a bill passed to all the cyclists, cannot have more than 5 or 6 cyclists cycling along the road. If we caught, then you get fine or something like that. Okay. So then they have to go for second reading and approve and vote to see how many people agree or for against it. Very dry, sorry, just in case you need to know. So select committee to decide the votings and things like that. And then all MPs will then debate against. A very good one I just think of is the Marina Garden by the Bay, or the MBS. That one where they have casino that time. There was a big debate. Of course, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew was there. And Mr. Lee Kuan Yew is a person who does not abhor to gambling. But at that time, Lee Hsien Loong and the rest proposed that they need to build 2 casinos, not 1, 2 casinos some more. One in MBS and one in Sentosa. So the bill was here, them debate, some against, some for. You know, the older generation, the MP were against it because gambling will really destroy a family unities and diversities of the country. Especially when I was told by my church people to vote against, to support the building of MBS, but I did not follow them. I choose not to go against it. It's just like they were, like, of course, criticize me, saying, hey, you are Christian Catholic, why you're not supporting it? My thing is that, okay, it's up to your individual's discipline, correct or Raymond? Right? You don't go and gamble, you see? The gambling is for tourists, for people coming. But of course, now you can realize now it become not only a tourist attractions, and during the COVID 3 years, it become a staycations. And also there are people, I've seen some of my ex-students, they celebrate their 21st birthday to the sky pool, right? All right now, Gavin, can you stop playing with senior? Can you look at me? Thank you. Good boy. Okay, so yeah, then again, there are some debate until finally they might also pass the bill. So president finally sign to approve the bill and become a law. So you see, this one, final stage. Approval means bill is now an act of parliament, a new Singapore law. So it's approval from the president. So the presidents in September, they're going to have 4 candidates to select president. So yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Then it can become part of the law. It can be a law to make it as a public holiday, or not a public holiday, or certain law against certain things, like a higher tax like GST, for example, is debating, is a bill to pass. This is what confirm experience. Okay, this one got a lot. Okay, I will stop here. Is the parliament in charge of anything else? The budgets. Okay, so we'll stop here. We'll go to the usefulness skills as what request by Mian, which is good to go through the. Where's my? Oh my goodness, where's my slide for? Oh, okay, yeah, here. Okay, skill of evaluating usefulness. Just take note. I marked the paper from both of you, Raymond and Wang Kang. Yeah, I think you are there to talk about. Yes, it's useful. It's not useful, and then you cross-referencing, and then you have limited reliability. All right, so let's move on to this one. Usually, what kind of question they ask? So, I'm very tired. Gavin, can you read the question, please?
Study source B. How useful is this source as evidence about the integrated results? Evaluate your answer. Study source Z. How does this source help you to understand the reasons for the conflict in Northern Ireland? Evaluate your answer. Study source C. How relevant is this source to your understanding of the Iraq War? Study source C and D. Which of the sources are more useful?
So far now, thank you. So far now, when you come to this coming O-level exam or even your school prelim, it's getting harder. It might be a hybrid. What happened to Wang Kang? Okay, Wang Kang, ready? Okay. Just in case you miss out, I was telling them, Wang Kang, that for the coming prelim exam in your school as well as the O-level, you will not see this 1, 2, 3, 4 so easy. There will be some hybrid questions. There will be some questions that make you think more than that. Just like simple like that, straightforward. So no matter how just take note, no matter what kind of question, if you see 6 marks, 7 marks, and you are talking about usefulness, reliability, for goodness sake, please, guys. What happened to you, Raymond? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I think I'm a bit allergic.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take some medicines?
Yeah, sure.
You go and take some allergic medicine first, okay? So you can sleep well tonight. So what am I saying, Wang Kang? Shucks. Oh, so no matter what question you're doing, reliability and usefulness, 3 things you must take note of, Min. First, you must say yes and no, reliable. Okay, part 1. Part 2, when you say yes, you support with your evidence. The third one is, if you say yes, this can be supported by, let's say, do you think source C is useful? Then you say, yes, this can be supported by source E. So first thing is, you must say yes and no useful. Part 2 is that you say yes, you must quote why you say yes. Part 3 is that you must cross-reference to support your argument. Okay? Can Mimi? Thumbs up if you can. You understand, Mimi? Because I can't see your face. I get tired of asking you to turn on camera already. But I'm going to report this to my boss that you did not turn on camera. Sorry. Okay, because...
Can you answer my question in the chat?
Oh, you did. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. I didn't see your chat. Yeah, why? What question?
What the reliability, is it both yes and no, or like pick one?
No. I told you already, you must say both. Must say both. Yes, reliable and not reliable. Correct now, Wang Kang? Right, correct, Raymond, correct, Galvin? Galvin, when you are reliable, you must say yes, it's reliable, no, it's not reliable, right? You cannot say either or, you must say both, right? 对不? Correct or not? 对不对? 三位宝贝，除了绵绵对吗？王刚对不对？要吗？I mean, 你做这么久了，你一定要知道的，一定要。我刚才不是讲了吗？对吗？ Whether usefulness, I repeat again now, whether usefulness question or reliability, 3 things you must do. 3 things you must do. First is yes, it's reliable. No, it's not reliable. Yes, it's useful. No, it's not useful. So when you say yes, it's reliable, then you quote, this is reliable. Then at the same time, this can be supported by what source C say by cross-referencing that is reliable. 明白吗？明白? Okay. So you see useful, limitations, content, reliability. Let's go through this. Okay, thank you. So you see usefulness, take how useful it is, and then limited. It's just that I told you, right? All sources are, okay, Wang Kang, Mian Mian, and Galvin, and Raymond, all sources are useful. It's just that when you're going to detect it's negative, positive, or neutral. So you have to check your reliability. Okay, reliability is just, it's reliable, that's all. But usefulness go one step ahead to cause reliability. And it might be hybrid questions, as per se. Then you must link, you say, explain link between reliability and usefulness. Okay. But I heard now they mix, so it's a bit confused. Don't care, Wang Kang, Mian Mian, Galvin, and Raymond, don't care whether it's mixed or not. I just remember, okay, it's a hybrid. Are you surprised? They sometimes, yes, I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised. Sometimes you have to, if it's 7 marks or even 8 marks, okay, Galvin, you must put the tone and purpose. Okay, take note. Maybe after your generations, the younger generation might change another format. Because everyone more or less know this kind of format, so they can 大概懂得那个来龙去脉。 Okay, so like this. Limitation in gap content. Pay attention, please, because I can't see your face, okay? Do cross-reference to other sources. Okay, check to show the missing content. So you must check. If there's a limitation, prove that why it is not. Yeah, but it's so stupid, right? It might be 1 mark, just to talk about purpose and tone, and you must write 3 to 5 sentences. Don't ask me why like that, please. I'm not the setterer. And I find it very funny. Okay, some students say, okay, Uncle Raymond, Mr. Shaw, so I got no time. Can I just write only yes, reliable, not reliable? I don't talk about purpose and tone. Of course, I will say no lah. I got some school, some student tell me, oh, my teacher say, for us, we can say yes, reliable and not reliable, can already. No need to talk purpose and tone. Sorry, Okay, let me repeat. If your teacher say that to you, it's short-changing you already. Short-change you. Cannot. She or he has no right to say, because he got no time, no need to write. No. I totally disagree what they say. Your job is to go to the exam hall to kill as many marks and take as many marks as possible. Okay? Oh my goodness. Can you send to the whole? I told you, hey, maybe you're stubborn. You're damn bloody stubborn. Can you send to the whole class, please? Oh, one time you're sending the passage. So if it's 7 or 8 marks, then the tone is another paragraph or also just 2 paragraphs. Yes, it's another paragraph. Sorry, I thought it's main questions. One time, yes. Yes. But then you ask me, Uncle Raymond, how the hell do I know its purpose or tone? So which one do I write? So I always say this, because I don't know the question, right, to be honest. Right? Okay. So my advice is 2个都放进去。如果你真的找不到那个 tone, always start with purpose first. Tone 很容易one is positive tones and negative tones 就这样。Purpose 就不一样Purpose can got an agenda behind. Do you agree what Mimian say now? Gavin, Raymond, and Wang Kang. Mimian say my teacher say only choose one, either reliable or not reliable. He say don't need to do right both. Wang Kang, Mimian, and Raymond. If this is a 6 mark, how can be only reliable? Mimian, can you tomorrow ask your teacher again? Can? Mimian. Thanks for clarifying, Uncle Raymond, but I will tell you it's no. Hello, Mimian, are you there? I can't see you. Hello? Then turn on your bloody camera. So I can't see you. I don't know what is it. I think it's not fair to you. If you're doing one only, you're going to get really the mark will be down. That's it. Please. You go and check your teacher again. No. Raymond. You also think it's not Raymond, sorry. Gavin. Hello, Gavin. History also got reliability and not reliability, right? So also must say both, right? Can you unmute and tell me no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes is what? Can you say in proper sentence to her?
We need to check both reliable and unreliable.
Thank you, sir. Wang Kang, how about your school? Can you unmute and tell me?
Same.
Sorry?
Same.
Same as what? Please clarify. Same as Mimian or Gavin?
Gavin.
Okay, thank you. How about Raymond? Raymond will be the same,
Oh wait, my teacher never specified that. Like in the usefulness question, you need both agree yes and no. They only say that you need like first paragraph cross reference, and if you can do the tone analysis, something like that.
Holy shit. He was right. But honestly, Raymond, how many people can do that?
I can.
Sorry, Raymond.
I can, but I'm not sure about the others. But
Correct.
my teacher said
That one is straight away the 7 marks, Wang Kang. I don't approve it because once that one is choose the wrong purpose and wrong tone. Correct, Raymond. Sayonara. True now. Raymond. You still got 你买一个平安符 to say yes, useful and not useful. Right? Then you straight away say purpose. But what Raymond's teacher say that you can straight away say the purpose and cross-referencing. True, correct now? Yes. Okay, not many people can do that, to be honest. That one I agree. So Mian, I leave it to you, lor. Okay, if your teacher say that, maybe he's not wrong. Oh, now I understand what you mean. Lucky I cross-reference and check with Raymond. But honestly, my advice is yes, reliable and not reliable. Okay? Answer your question now, Mian. But you want to make sure again, Mian, you can go back. You can go back tomorrow to school and check with your SS teacher and ask them, is it okay, teacher, that in the reliability questions, can I say one paragraph, yes, reliable, and second paragraph, no, reliable, and then the third paragraph, we talk about the purpose and tone, okay? So, positive, negative impacts are just in case to show you. So you see, yes, can be trusted. No, cannot be trusted. Yes, reliable because the cross-referencing, okay? I'm sharing you this, No, cannot be trusted. Then you see because it's only one photo, one person, one time. Hey, but Raymond, I mark your paper. Because this paper will be analyzed. If you were to say because it's saved by Lesson Long and not trusted, all these things, don't. Okay, it's a bit propaganda. Because it's a prime minister, please. I know your answer is not wrong, but to some marker they might find that you are not pro the government.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but that's Ministry of Education.
No, that is not just Ministry of Education. This is society here in everywhere. 见人讲人话，见鬼讲鬼话。Sorry, I don't like. I don't like, seriously. Okay, there's nothing wrong, but sorry, you are living in a country here that if you may be penalized for what you say very truthfully, no hidden agenda, but this is your view, but people cannot take it. I'm so sorry. Okay, as a teacher and a mentor, I don't know what to say, but I did not mark you down, but I'll just tell you, be careful. Okay, so let it be. Okay, thanks, Raymond. But for exam sake, for getting an A1, so sorry. Academically, you have to choose the right words and the right tone and the right purpose to write home, Raymond. Okay. Hello, brother. Cannot. I know the way you look at me. Depend on
Yes.
my mood that day. Depend on my mood that day. Then no how, please. You depend on mood, then you depend on the mood marker or mark already. I'm so sorry. Because when I mark your paper, say, oh my goodness, how can you say that? Later we got times we go through. So you see, reliable and not reliable. Task making sounds more useful. Task making sounds less useful. Thanks to both of you who hand in your homework. Gavin, so far, I think all of you received your homework from January to July. Raymond and Wang Kang has the most. Galvin, you only got 2 or 1 homework. Mian, you have 0 homework submitted to me. Let's be honest with you. This recording, 0 homework. But that doesn't mean make you to be a lousy student. Okay, you do pay attention in class, you submit answer, you creative talking, sharing your point of view. All right, so now I leave it to you, Mian. So you see, up to you. You want to yes or no? So this one, I don't want to talk too much about this. This one, just in case like this. Then you see cross-referencing. Mian, why not you read to the class, please? Are you there? No? Okay. So she's not there. Are you there now? Wang Kang, can you read to the class, please?
Source A is useful as it does mean that the ERP is not effective in controlling traffic flow in Singapore. This can be supported by Source A, which states the serious traffic congestion situation is still a daily occurrence. This implies that the ERP has failed in easing traffic congestion.
You tell me to put more ERP to stop people going, but people don't care now. People would rather pay and just go in. It's still back to square one. So, okay, source is how useful. Next, Wang Kang.
However, Source A is not entirely useful in terms of content. It does not shed light on the benefits or positive side of the ERP, which I can gather from Source B. Source B states, if we lead away with ERP, the roads will quickly get filled with cars. This points to the effectiveness of the ERP.
So you see, so it's still good. that the ERP should be implemented, even though there are still a lot of cars get jammed. But if we totally take out the ERP, good luck to us. The road will be more jammed and more congested, and you will be late for work or school. So this one?
Since source A is an account by Ms. Lee, an MP from the ruling PNP, which introduced the ERP, one would expect her to speak positively of ERP. Instead, she did an unexpected by highlighting the ineffectiveness of the system. Hence, it makes source A even more credible or reliable.
Yeah. So this is from a ruling party who support the implementation of ERP, but now she's saying, no, this ERP is not working. It's more congested. Can we think something else to make the route less congested beside the ERP? Is there another alternative or not? That's what it meant. So carry on. Reliable. Since source A is reliable, it makes it even more useful as evidence of ERP. So the ERP is good or not? So imagine just now you say that. This one, tell the ERP is not effective, so that means it's not effective. Okay, so even though the ERP is still congested, by right that it's supposed to make it less congested, but sorry. Carry on. Even source, every source is useful. Remember, every source is useful in telling you something about the topic. Even the bias source can be useful, though it's limited extent. Take note, Mimian, if you are listening, in providing you insight into how the particular group of people feel towards the authority. Avoid contradictions. SA is useful in telling me that, okay, this is another, LRT stands for Liberation Tiger or Tamil Ilam. This whole entire group is already eliminated on the surface of the earth already. They are the one who go against the Sinhalese in Sri Lanka, but the leader has been killed already. So this group has been gone forever. So now Sri Lanka is back to one democratic country, free for elections, but the poor country are still under poverty. Their oil prices are so expensive. So you see, source A is useful in telling me that it was to be paid. However, source A is not entirely useful. Okay, you can use this, not entirely useful, has its limitations. Okay, take note of all these things. Okay, I done the usefulness questions. Okay. Now I want to go through one can't Raymond, I will go through with yours next week, okay? Because one can't submit this, but yours is okay. So one can't, can you read to the class, please? Then we end the day. So Raymond, next week, because your oral is when?
My oral is pretty late. Like it's on the second week, 1st of August.
Oh, last few days of the August.
Yeah, last few days.
Okay, so I let you rest first. Okay, Wangkan, can you read the answer to the class, please? Thank you.
I can infer.
Wait, I move on. Okay, let's go.
I can infer that customers are very accepting towards making their order at the self-service order and payment terminals. Source A shows the number of customers ordering food from one of the 6 self-service order and payment terminals at the high-tech food court by Chongqing Food at block 818 in Choa Chu Kang Avenue 1. The terminals enable
And your
customers
own
to
handwriting also cannot see properly. But girl, can you imagine you're writing English? I'll be careful.
No, it's like a bit small.
No, my dear. You see, what happens if this is going to scan, your English paper going to scan and send to Cambridge and mark, and you're using black color ink, right? You see the black and blue. Next time you use blue and then you send to me and see the difference. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go.
The terminals enable customers to easily order all food at
See the word
various
order,
stores.
I also don't know like order. Be careful. I thought it's only Olen. ONLEN. Okay, go.
This suggests that the customers are willing to use this new method of ordering food. They also seem to be interested.
The customer, don't put they. I told you many times, don't use the word they. Okay, go. The customer also seems to be interested in and willing to try using the terminal.
I also can infer that this terminals greatly reduces the problem of lack of manpower for the food court. Source A states, easily order off food with just one queue. This suggests that the food stores will not need to deploy staff to attend to customers at a cashier, so less manpower will be needed for each store. This will then help to solve the problem of limited staff taking employed due to issues like a decreasing working population.
Sorry. Okay. You see, sorry, Wang Kang. I like the way you use two inference for this. The full mark is 5 marks, but not because your answer is no good. Some teacher will give you full marks. But remember, you see, you realize this it's all like that. So if you want to have a second paragraph, my advice is maybe you can leave one line and put second inference. So if you're lucky, you see, if you want to put also, you underline like that. To tell the examiner you are giving the second inference. Take note, to underline it, so when they are marking, they know, oh, you got the next inference. I know a lot of students say, I give one inference can already, I still can get 4 marks and 5 marks. Nothing wrong, Okay, I don't want to argue this, but my stand is I want 2 inference, that's all. Nothing wrong with 1 inference. Back to you. Now it's similar. I circle all these tick means you are there, unless I put there see me or question mark.
Sources B and C are similar in their purpose. While convincing the public that progressing into a smart nation has positive influence in the country, the society, in many ways. Source B states, any repetitive work, blue-collar or white-collar, may slowly be automated away and the remaining workers made more productive through technology. This suggests that in the harnessing of digital technologies, it will drive the workforce to work towards a catalyst growth of efficiency. This will in turn enable Singapore to thrive economically, leading to economic growth in the society. Similarly, Source C states, in this respect, Greg Pay's Mr. Thompson said that the private sector can play an important part in the ecosystem by helping to streamline everyday processes. This suggests that with the presence and developing technology, day-to-day routines can be made easier and more efficient. This will meet the needs of people, especially in a fast-paced society like Singapore, where actions such as paying at the cashier and ordering food as swift as possible.
Where many, you see, your arrow is down here, my dear.
Oh.
Where many would want to complete actions such as paying at the cashier and ordering foods as swift as possible in order to move on to more important things to do. With technology, the differing and the rapidly changing needs of the people will be met, and the result is social stable society. Depends. Doesn't mean this will help you. Okay, so you see, girl, when you are putting similarity here, it's advisable to put into another paragraph. But if you want to put like that, you see, because the person who are marking might be overlooked and then you don't know what is this. So it's best to put somewhere or underline it. Similarly, source C. This source C also. Sorry, this one is not important. My student asked me SMS later. Okay, so you must separate it like that. Okay, then carry on. So this is similarity. Well done. So take note, you don't do like that. My advice, Wang Kang. So sometimes you got good ideas, but because of your messiness, sorry, I don't mind to be very blunt, messiness and here and there, and then you cannot use correction tape. Because of that, my advice to you is write one line, leave one line. I know some teachers tell you no need, some teachers say not supposed to bullshit. Okay, I don't agree. There's no rules that say you cannot leave a line. So in case Wang Kang, you sometimes need to carrot to put certain words up. So when you have a space in between, it will be neater and nicer. Okay, take my advice, especially if you are writing your English compo. Trust me. Okay, it's good. It's more neater. Because don't forget, the person who are marking a paper per day, they are marking about 70 to 80 script per day, from 9 a.m. marking until 5 p.m. Okay, so please spare some thoughts to the examiner. Back to the differences, please. Source B.
Source B and C.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to explain to you, you see, this one, result in a socially stable society. please be careful when you use this word, Wang Kang. Nothing wrong. I know what you mean is that, hey, hello, with technology, they're helping people to make their life faster and easier, so they can move and complete their tasks faster, ma. What's wrong with the social stand? No, do you know that Akong Ama to them is a stress, right? Agree now, Wang Kang? 不要用了，你这个政府害我们用这些东西做什么？还钱啊！我电话都不用，我现在电话给人家骗钱了，我用 cash 可以吗 ？Sorry, uncle, auntie， 全部 pay now， 你没有 pay now， 我不卖东西给你 ，possible right？ So it's not stability 对吗，王康 ？Agree 了 ，Agree 了，王康，对吗 ？That's why you see some old people are still against technology 嘞。所以你要小心用那个字知道吗？我懂你的意思，你用的是好处。可是 imagine 这个 marker 像我这样 a bit paranoid. No, I disagree. These are one-sided affair. Okay, 明白哈 Okay, thanks for sharing. I'm so sorry, carry on, please. Thank you.
Sources B and C define suggesting about how they are.
Who is the they? You mean not? How they are? Is the they referring to source B or C? Or they referring to customer? Or they referring to government? Or they referring to the food owners, seller, vendors? You know what I mean 啊？我求求你们啊 ，please 不要整天用 day， 但不嘞 day。Don't use more they, don't use he and she. Please trust me. Okay, when you listen to the news, they always want to be proper noun, not pronouns. A proper name given. Carry on, my dear.
Affecting the society. Source B suggests that technology is changing the workforce demand, whereas Source C suggests that technology will provide a user-friendly app experience for its customers. Source B states companies are also likely to look for professionals in fields following the Smart Nation
I like this example.
imperatives such as information
Communications and technology. ICT, take note of this word ICT. Okay, some of you will be going for this.
This suggests that technology has resulted in the employers looking for different
candidates. 哎呀，我帮你读了，你读到这么辛苦，哎呦，我听了很辛苦。来 ，with the backgrounds in the ICT field, the demands in the workforce has task greatly changed. However, well done. Source C states in Grabs we saw a lack of safe, convenience, and affordable of transport options, and we move in to solve this issue. That's the keyword. I think we move in. That means immediately we saw the gap, we saw the loophole, we saw a hiccup. We're going to go in and we're going to go in and immediately we're going to dissect and check on the situations. Dissect means to 解剖那个问题to look into it. To solve these issues, one small step at a time. Yes, that means they are taking proactive steps. This suggests that technology is benefiting the society as a whole, not just those in the workforce. Well done. With the rise of apps that I'm joking because of my cough. That simplifies daily activities. So this Grab is not just about workforce or people driving Grab food, Grab car, or Grab whatever it is. But we are talking about the consumer who taking the Grab food, the Grab car, or even the people using the applications like the vendor. Just like Lazada, they got sellers and buyers and the transport logistics and the people like the SingPost. All these play a part that this ICT, please write down, is so essential. It's going to be part and parcel of our life right now that we cannot live without it. Moving forward as a paradigm shift, we need this technology to embrace a better diverse society like what we have been. I know, I repeat a third time, I know there will be a minority groups like the aging populations, the auntie, akong, ama, and yemen. They have a not so receptive, a bit skeptical, pessimistic, and paranoid to use technology. That is where Wang Kang, when you're going to JC and Poly, you might doing your VIA, Raymond as Galvin and Mimi, you are doing a VIA to teach all the old folks how to use the apps. I'm telling you, you can teach them 10 times, 100 times. Some of them will still forget. Some of them still worried because of a lot of scamming coming up. Okay. So thank you so much, Raymond. I'm so sorry because I don't want to take too much of the time of you. So we'll go through yours next week, the whole paper. So next round, we are talking about maybe reliability skill. And oh yeah, so sorry, before we go, sorry, guys, before we go, where's my paper? Oh my goodness, before we go, I need to ask you about this. Oh my goodness, this one here. Okay, before we go, we done this already, done this, done. Before we go, we have to do this, okay? Please, this is a homework. Next week, I'm going to go through this extract already. Next week will be the last week of this month, July. So I hope you all can do this one. What we have talked about, I recovered the 50 over pages about these democratic societies, diversities, the goods and services of people. Okay, these questions are quite related. Sorry about, because these are scanning. So please do this. There's also 7 and 8 marks also. These are SRQ, sorry, SRQ. So the answer is here. But you can look through the answer. Of course, later you can use your own. Don't check GPT, for goodness sake, please. Don't use ChatGPT. Okay.